Geeks. It is your boy Will Call and my boy.
I'm going to go by John Michael. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. My partner in crime there, he did the video alone the first time. I was sorry to leave him on his own, but he did an excellent job on his own. But I am joining the channel today. As you heard from him on the parts 1 and 2, we met at Tuskegee, and we've both been collecting. Well, I've been collecting since 1974. I'm dating myself, and I know he's been collecting since when? Will, how long have you been collecting?
It's about the same because, like I said, I inherited my brother's books. So he's 12 years older. And so those were books that were like some of the first books I recall are The Shadow from like 1972, 74, whatever. So it's about the same. It's about the same age. I just couldn't read, but you could.
You know, I have to address something that you mentioned. You mentioned that some of the books got burned.
Yeah.
Man, that must have been hard.
Oh,
What happened? You came home from school one day and you came
no.
home to a pile of smoldering ashes. Is that what happened?
I would have to ask my brother because he burned them before I was born. So yeah, I would. He just told me that he had books from way back, but those books got burned.
Okay, so I know you were up in the Maryland area, right? Correct.
Hmm.
I knew it. I knew it got cold, but it got that cold. You had to burn. You had to burn the books.
It must have been a bad winter, my friends. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, he burned his books. So that was the end of that. So the books that I found or whatever, he would like hide them under the bed or between the mattress cushions or whatever, just to try to keep the books from getting destroyed. So I inherited books that stayed pretty flat for a long time or whatever, and just would read them and then just put them back. So.
Okay.
And
Well,
then after a while, we would go to the 7-Eleven together, and I just started asking him to buy me books or whatever. So I would get a book or two here and there, and then after that, just grew slowly.
okay. Well, when I came home from school, I didn't find any burned books, but I think I found books missing. I know I left my books at home, and I got different company, and oh man, comic books. I know they go back in my room, and next thing you know, I don't know, maybe some walked out the door with them. I don't know, but I know when I know when I came home, but it's all good. If they enjoyed reading them, all the more fun.
Right.
Except for hopefully they didn't take a Hulk 181. Maybe a Hulk 181 walked out the door back then too. But let me I'll just go ahead a little bit into how I got started in comics. I grew up in Miami, and I remember, I think about 72. We moved to North Miami Beach, and a guy by the name of Steven, I'll just call him Steven. We were throwing the ball in the street one day, and just all of a sudden he said, "Hey, you want to go into my room and see some comic books?" I didn't really know what they were. I knew I was in elementary school. I loved reading. I love reading comics. So I said, yeah, let me see. But I really wasn't sure what he was going to show me. I love rather, you know what? Rather, I loved reading books
Hmm.
because I didn't know much about comic books. But I know that my seat in the elementary classroom was by the SRA reading lab. And I would just mull through those cards. It had a story on the front and questions on the back. That I'm dating myself with that.
Hmm.
There's people out there who still remember the SRA reading lab. Anyway, he took me into his room. He pulled out the bottom drawer. The only thing he collected was Action Comics and Superman. Boy, when he pulled out that drawer and I saw those comics, he said, "Go ahead, take one, read it." So I read one. From then, I was hooked. When I saw those the colors, the costume, the story, the graphics, I was like, "Oh, I got to have more of this." And I actually have with me that very first book that I read, because I later went on to purchase one myself, because I think he showed the books to me in 72, 73, but 74, I think, was the first time I purchased my own comic. And so I actually have a copy. Let me see how this comes up. This was the very first comic book I purchased. Okay.
There you go.
This was the very first comic, Action Comics number, let's see, I believe that's showing, okay? Action
Yeah.
Comics number 436. Yeah, cover by Nick Cardy, and I came to love the art of Kurt Swan, okay?
Yeah, Kurt Swan was a man.
And this is the very first comic that I purchased. This is the actual book. I had it graded. I knew it would come in low, came in at that high grade of 2.5.
Right.
But it's just for preservation. It's faded because I put it in a frame and hung it on the wall. The Florida sun just killed it, beat it to pieces. So, but then again, this copy is a little higher, but I know I have a 9.2 around here somewhere. But this copy is now that's what it's supposed to look like.
Right.
There's the one. Go
No,
ahead.
no, you finish up. Then I was gonna tell you about the grades, because people have been asking about the grades and why the grades are what they are.
So they're side by side comparison.
So yeah, everybody, now you can see, like, you have on your screen left 5.5, and a screen right a 2.5. And so that is the distinction that answer people's questions about grading books. As you see, the quality of the book of the higher grade, the condition is better, and therefore it's rated or graded higher than the 2.5. And there are many factors that go along into the grading and or the condition of the book. I mean, it could be wrinkles or crinkles or folds or whatever the case may be. People may have written on the books. There's all kinds of factors that will degrade from a 10.0 all the way down to a 0.5. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, this shows like a 8.0 or a 8.5, but the reason it's a 5.5, there's a crease on the back. And even if you look at the back, you really can't see the crease, but CBCS can. They saw
Right.
it. There's a crease along through here somewhere, okay, that brought it down to a 5.5. So that's a little bit how I got started into comics. I would say a little shout out there. Thank you, Stephen, for getting me into comics and showing me your comic books those long years ago, 1974 or 73. Okay.
As long as you got started.
Exactly. All right. We'll get into the meat of this video. The purpose is are we ready, Will? Are we ready to just go through some books in this unboxing?
Yeah, man. You
Okay.
I've already gone through my boxes, so I know you just got a huge boxing too. So
yeah, I think there's, as you said, there's about 25 or 26 books in there. We'll get to the meat of this video and we'll go through some books. I have the box right here. I don't have to use this. I think I'll use it later. The box is already open. I've already cut it open.
Yeah, I know you showed me some of the books, but I won't spoil it for the crowd. Plus, I can't remember. And
if you see me disappear, I'm over here grabbing some books.
all right, crowd. So you guys, like I said, we've been doing this for a long time. And like I said, between the two of us, we got 50 years apiece and more of experience.
Yeah, at least.
So
I know I've been collecting 30 plus.
I know it's more than that, because you said in 74. So regardless of whether you were a serious collector or not, you still started.
Yeah. So I was thinking, we met in school while we were about to pledge. Uh, and we knew each other, I don't know, 3, 4 years. And it wasn't till you helped me move. We were out of school.
Yeah, a good day, a
And
good bit out of school.
the crazy thing is, we went through college, and we did not know that each other collected comic books. Now that's crazy. I guess we had a lot of other things on our mind. I know you came to help me move, and you looked in the moving truck. Hey, those are long boxes. I said, yeah. And you said, I collect comics. And I said, whoa, yeah, I collect comics too. We didn't know. All through school, which was at Tuskegee, as you heard Will say in the previous video. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's get to it. Let's get to some of these books. And let me see. You mentioned CBCS had your books about a year.
Yeah,
Let's. These books I got back about 2 weeks ago. So that puts it, at the end of March, nearly the end of March.
it
Uh,
was almost a year too. You probably like a week or two short of a year.
yeah, they were. Yeah, the books were submitted. Yeah, in June. No, let me not say June. End of May.
Yeah.
They were
Oh,
submitted at the end of May. That's an awful long time to wait.
well,
But
at least you didn't submit them in March like I did and got them in March. So hey.
okay. All right. So we'll start off with this first book, and I'm just they're not in any particular order. I'll just show them as they came out of the CBCS shipping box. I ripped that plastic right off the book.
That happened to me last
Okay,
time
so
too. Oh yeah.
so for the first one here, we have Avengers 43, timeless variant.
Yeah, man.
Art by Javier Garron. Story Jason Aaron. Of course, cover Alex Ross.
Boy, that daggone Alex boy. Oh, that Alex Ross is a monster.
And so I'm blessed with a 9.8 there. From the timeless, I believe I have all of them. They'll come up in later videos, but this is timeless variant for Avengers 43, legacy number 743. So blessed to have a CBCS 9.8 white pages. Glad to have that.
And
And also, most books that you see me and Will that we show now, we buy books at shows, but most of them will be, we will have purchased off the stands. I know I'll show a lot of older books, and I purchased them right off the stand myself.
yeah,
So a lot of times when I hear in some of these videos, and then shout out to some of the people I watch, uh, Comic Tom, Reggie Collects, uh, who else? Will. Those are some of the main ones.
the team at CBSI, all the different videos that they put out, they've got a team.
Oh yeah, I love the Tales from the Flip side. That they do an excellent job. So
Women in comics. They've got a great show. Uh, and Drunken Chat, son, with Mighty Mel B and
yeah,
uh,
excellent. I love the community. I love the community. Also, Alex, the comic hoarder, he just
yeah,
shows great stuff. He has some great.
Jim's Comics, like JIM and Jim, JIM and GEM, who hangs out with Comic Tom. Yeah. But for those who don't know, Alex Ross, the artist of the character, the Vision on that cover, is the artist extraordinaire who paints all of his work. So if you want to see just beautifully painted comic books, I mean, from cover, well, if he does the whole thing, if he's in the book and he's the artist, it's from cover to cover. He's painted every single image in the book. And so
And yeah,
go ahead.
he gets credit, but Will and I have often said he doesn't get enough credit. I
No.
mean, his stuff is just beautiful, beautiful. Okay, next book coming up. And guys, this is the first time ever I've sent I've probably sent off now a total of at least 400 books for grading. I'm not as high as some of those people who send off 250 a month, but I've probably sent off 400 books. But this is the first time I've gotten this grade. Ironically, first video. Oh, I have to say, this is my first video. And this is going to be Will's third, but this is the first time I've gotten a grade like this. This is Amazing Spider-Man 62. This is the Frankie's Comics black and white exclusive. Beautiful book. Came out May of 21, cover Tyler Kirkham. This is a Tyler Kirkham cover. First time, 9.9. I've never received a 9.9 before.
You hear the tiny one over here? I scared her. Bam!
First video, first 9.9.
Yeah, baby.
And I know some people get tired of the Spider-Man 1 homage, but I don't get tired of it. As a matter of fact, the first comic book, the first Spider-Man comic book I read was Amazing Spider-Man number 136. First appearance of the Green Goblin 2. That was the first comic book I read. Had that beautiful cover. If you remember, Peter Parker and Harry, they were on the ground below in the street, and then there was this hovering image of the Green Goblin versus Spider-Man up above. That 136 is a classic cover, and I'm talking about Volume 1. I'm talking about Volume 1. Anyway, this is my first 9.9. Had to have it. Glad to have it. I got mine. Get yours. You can get mine.
Yeah, I don't have a 9.9 in anything yet, and not in my collection yet. And for those who don't know, that is a rarity to get a 9.9. You can get a 9.8 quite frequently, but a 9.9 and or a 10, extremely rare to come by. So yeah, he's got just in itself, even though it's a modern book, he's got something that doesn't come by quite often, a 9.9 grade.
Yeah, 9.9s and 10.0s are far and few between. They're not common. Now, to follow that up, it's great to follow that up with the color cover. Once again, Tyler Kirkham after McFarlane. So here is this isn't a 9.8. Here's the color version. Amazing Spider-Man number 62. Now, I don't quite recall the volume. It may be volume 5, 6.
No, I think we might be in volume 7 or so now.
You're correct. It's probably higher. So, but do me a favor, somebody out there, YouTube, if you're looking at it, do me a favor, tell me what volume down in the chat. Also, this is a good time to support the channel. Hit that like button, the thumbs up. So go ahead and subscribe. If you like comics, support the channel. Obviously, if you're watching this long, you love comics. So anyway, happy to have a 9.8. It's beautiful. Maybe some folks want to see side by side. I'll try to do it. Let me see. Let's put it up side by side. I'll bring the other one back.
Yeah.
So, Will, does that
we see it clearly. We see them clearly. And the other thing about what folks don't know is, even you might call it a black and white version, but for those, as you begin to try to sometimes find books, what you'll often hear those black and white versions are often called sketch variants, when you don't have the color and they're just black and white. But if you're looking for trying to buy them and find them, they're often called sketch variants. Go ahead, John.
No, you were good. I was just listening to the information. We can learn from each other too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then also, if you can find it, probably the most expensive would be the original art. Some people may not know, but if it's not done on computer, you can purchase original art, but it's very expensive, very pricey. There's only one set per book. I was explaining that to someone the other day, that there's one set of original art for the hundreds or thousands of comic books are printed from that art. So
yeah.
All right, let's move it along. We're down. I'm gonna put up, and I'm seeing these for the first time as well. I'm seeing these for the first time. So Now, along with those timeless variants, I mean, Alex Ross, he's not to be fooled with. I mean, he's a bad boy. So, and here's one of my favorite characters. Here's the timeless variant for Amazing Spider-Man number 50. Art, Patrick Gleason, interior, cover, Alex Ross, story, Nick Spencer. But boy, this one here, if you're not impressed by this, you're just not a comic person.
Again,
So happy to have 9.8 on that one. And
Alex Ross.
let me see. I actually gave away 2 weeks ago to another fraternity brother. Shout out to Colonel. Actually, he's a colonel in the army, Colonel Cornelius. Up in the, I think he's near you. Up there, Will, in the DC area. But here's 9.8. Alex Ross, timeless variant. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 50. Oh, that's just beautiful. But look, it's so nice. Why is it so nice? Because it had to happen twice.
You got to say it twice.
I heard, Will, in an earlier video, you saying you had one for me. One of these is yours. So,
oh man, thank you. Thank you.
I think they're both, yeah, they're both 9.8s.
Yeah, they both 9.8.
We take care of them. Boy, beautiful. Amazing Spider-Man 50. I don't know. Well, I'm coming back. I don't know how he came up with that profile, but that profile just says something. I mean, it is just the profile of it is what
the shading too, man. It's the shading as well with the colors. It's just killer.
Very dynamic. All right, put that one down there. Now I've already, yeah, like I said, I gave away a 9.6 already. Okay, next book coming up. Eve number 1. This is the Comic Mint Lamauve exclusive. This is the Comic Mint Lamauve exclusive. This is Eve number 1, Boom Studios. Cover, Igor Lamauve. Let me see, what is that? Oh, blessed. I have it came back 9.8. Number 9.8. I just love this cover here.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, I mean, Eve is a very interesting read, futuristic dystopian story with a little girl and her I'll just to keep it without trying to ruin the story for you, her teddy bear. And I won't go any deeper than that, but there's something special about that teddy bear, so you need to just go ahead and read it on your own. But I haven't even gotten to issue number 2, but I've read issue number 1. Extremely good read, out the premise, out of the box. A dystopian, destroyed area where she is, and she has to make a trek. And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I've read a portion of it. The teddy bear does have some special features. Once again, the story. Victor Laval. Yeah, Victor Laval is the writer. Hats off to him.
Yeah, and there are many different covers on that as well. So you get lucky to find the one that John has that's cool, but there are also many different variant covers of number 1. You can find different number 1s that look differently than that.
Yeah, that cover there came from the Comic Mint. Now it may take you a little while. I'm not sure if there's any left there or not. But you can go search out Comic Mint. They have a whole variety of covers for you to look at. This one came down. This is Alien number 1. This is May of 21. La Roca retailer incentive. Came back a little lower. I'm not sure what they found, but this one, the cover is beautiful, but came back a little lower. But I'll take it. I don't do too much. I don't do 9.8 screenings. It is what it is. Very few times I'll do a pressing. I may do more in the future, but usually I just send them off and hope for the best. They are what they are. But this is 9.4. I'll take it. This is Alien number 1. Still a beautiful cover. It'll go in the collection. It'll go in the
Roca. Salvador LaRocca is another killer artist, and the stuff he's done on Iron Man. If you can find some of those Iron Man earlier volumes on Iron Man covers by Salvador LaRocca, you're gonna have some gems in your collection. I'm waiting for those books to one day just uh, become highly valued just because of the quality of the artwork that Salvador puts into those covers.
All right. Yeah, excellent credit to him. Let's get back into some more timeless variants. They are timeless. This one is Immortal She-Hulk #1.
Ooh.
Okay.
You there?
Yeah, I'm there. Did it? I'm not sure what popped up in the video there, but I guess I.
It was just a circle of nothingness. So just your name, your initials. So I don't know what happened, but okay, we're
Okay, I
back.
guess so. Okay, yeah, I guess a call or something popped up there, but we'll take care of that in a little
Yeah.
bit after this filming. Okay, let's Alex Ross, Immortal She-Hulk #1. Uh, art on the interior, John Davis Hunt, story Al Ewing. But here's another, just a beautiful depiction of the Immortal She-Hulk.
Mm, I love that one.
Okay. Grade 9.8. Yeah, it's a 9.8. I'm seeing this for the first time as well. Yeah, you just can't touch that. Alex Ross, underrated to me. He gets credit, but I think not enough. Uh,
Yeah, he's a master, but people try to dog him because of the amount of work that he does. Where you get so accustomed to excellence that people just like, so what? But the
yeah.
reality is, you can't mess with this dude's artwork.
All right.
Untouchable.
All right. Beautiful cover. And he knows how to work with contrast also. I mean, the green with the white background, it just makes her pop. It just makes um, her pop on the cover.
And if you guys don't know, there are sketch
That
variants of
the
this
back
too.
looks like. All right. And these particular books are not hard to get. They're plentiful. Although it was a little while ago, there's some still around.
Yeah.
They're not hard to get. Some bring a well, some may cost you a little more than others, but they're still around. All right, Alex. All right, that's the first set. There's some more in the box. I guess I get rid of some of this bubble wrap. Let me don't forget to hit that like, thumbs up button, subscribe,
Please, please.
help out the channel. Let's see here. In the middle here, I want to touch on another comment here before I go into the next set. Oh, and also at the end of the month, we're generous. We will be giving away a graded book. I'll pull out. I have duplicates, uh, but you have to like and you have to subscribe. We will select from the list at the end of the month. We will mail off a graded book. No strings attached.
No?
Just you have to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll select a lucky person that makes a comment at the bottom of the screen there where they are. Also, we want to say, yeah, we don't take offense to criticism to help us improve. So make your comments in there. Make your
Please.
criticisms and help us to improve. All right, let's see. I want to address from, I believe from either your first or second video or our, I said your, but our, since I was absent. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, this one's gonna be a funny dude. I was watching the video. Uh, you 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 kept calling Alex Ross Rick Ross. I didn't know they were brothers. I know I know Rick Ross is from Miami and all, and I'm from Miami. I grew up there, but you would say this is a beautiful cover by Rick Ross. I actually know I think he likes comics, and on some of his he did a home tour he has games and things in there, so I think he likes comics. But yeah, I didn't know they were brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Alex
Alex
Ross.
might be from Chicago if I'm correct, but I think he might be from Chicago. So I don't know. Maybe someone's dad was creeping down in Miami, or like someone's dad was creeping in and I don't know, in Chicago. I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, they're not related. Alex Ross is an artist.
Correct.
Uh,
I'm
Rick
just
Ross is
messing.
is a rap artist. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next set in the unboxing. I don't know how many were there, but there's more in the box. Let's get to it. You're gonna see me disappear a second and grab some more. Let's get to it. All right. Just enjoy the background there.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, those are some nice new acquisitions by brother John Michael. So I'm impressed. He's got some nice finds uh, that he's acquired lately to add to his beautiful home as well. So just very proud of his hobby growth and his love, showing the love for the hobby in the at the house. It's just amazing there. Really, really cool.
Oh, this was so heavy. I couldn't even get it out the box. Now I need this.
Yeah, I figured when you pulled out the big bundle there, I was like, yeah, I knew one of the bundles weren't opened yet. So, but you were talking about earlier about comic book art, so I'll give folks a chance to think about other things. So back in the day, I'm going to pull this out. I found this on eBay, and this is an acetate. So this is one of the things that the publishers would use. They would take the original artwork. As John said, there's only one of the original artwork. However, the publishers would create and turn that into an acetate, so that way you could print many more books at the publishers based upon the artwork of the cover. So this is one of the acetates that were I found on eBay for this Invaders number 10 from back in the day, and I love the Invaders, and so I just wanted to show you that this is one of the things they used to mass produce comic books back in the day was acetate. That should give you time to open up your box, your bag.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And for those of you who've never sent off to CGC or CBCS, um, it, it, it comes in this bubble wrap. They do a very good job of it. They use several layers so that in case the box is dropped or goes through a lot of shifting in the UPS or the FedEx truck or whomever, that it's protected. So they really do an excellent job of packing. And so it looks, here's like the last layer. So for those of you who've never seen a shipment come in, they're shipped like this and wrapped very securely. So it's what you look forward to after 10, 11, or 12 months.
Unless you pay a little higher for Express.
Oh yeah, unless you pay for that express. Oh, whoa. Now even, and then one thing that will happen now, I did not look them up online. So you'll be surprised at what you see. Because if it's, you got to think, if it's 10 months, 11 months, or maybe a little less or more, you got to think, you don't even remember.
But yeah, for different grading companies, the you have CGC, Comic Book Grading Company, you have CBCS, uh, and then you have the EGS, and you have at least three that we've not used EGS yet, but what was it Mint Hunter that we watched the video on, John? Was it Mint Hunter?
Yes, it was, oh yeah, that's another one, Mint Hunter Comics. I love his channel too. Shout out to Mint Hunter Comics. Yeah, he was in a comic shop that he frequents, and he went through some EGS books. Now, I do have one that I will show in a later video, but yeah, we do have to start supporting and submitting to EGS. Their, let's see, their benefit is that they have a different colored label to match the book, as far as I understand. They
Yes.
also have grader's notes inserted into the back of the book. That's another big plus. So they thought of how they could change the game, and they're changing the game with a matching label, which is a big deal when you got your one of your favorite books in there. It's also available in a gradient, I believe, but I'm gonna have to do more research. And they insert the grader notes into the rear of the comic. Those are excellent ideas to change the game,
Yeah.
to make a difference. You got to think if you're coming into a market that people know already and they submit to, you're going to have to change it up somehow if you're going to get a portion of that market share. I think with what they've done, they will, acquire a portion of the market share, and people will come to see the value in the type of product that they offer. They offer a different quality product.
Yeah, those labels are beautiful.
Speaking of quality, I'm wondering why in my latest these books that have come back, why the bags are just falling off. They split at the side, but that's okay because I already have
Yeah.
packages of E. Gerber Mylar. So
Yeah.
even if it just falls apart in there, maybe it was because it was gone so long it just fell apart. I don't know, but yeah. So, but now, oh, this brings back some memories here. This is Something is Killing the Children #6. May, not May, March of 2020. March of 2020. So here we go.
Yeah. Bring it up a little bit higher. There you go.
Back up.
Oh, you
How
ain't got to
about that
back
right
up.
there?
Just bring it up. Just raise it up a little higher. There you go. Yep, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, this is Something is Killing the Children #6. Is that correct? #6, yeah. Cover art, um, Werther Del Adera. Werther Del Adera. That's Something is Killing the Children #6. And actually, these books here now, I probably paid $2 a piece for them. No, less than that. I bought them in a collection. Who was it? It may have been oh yeah, famous Reggie collects. Reggie says, "Let the hobby fund itself," and that's what we try to do. I know that I bought several long boxes of a store that was getting rid of comics. Paid $80 a long box. Who gets that? I mean, $80 for 325 books. So so you do the math. $80 divided by 325
Yeah.
cost me, and I said $2. It's less than that. So, but anyway, Something is Killing the Children #6. Happy to have a 9.8 in that.
Yes,
Come back.
sir. And especially on that run, if you guys don't know, Something is Killing the Children is a fantastic run by James Tinian, or some people call it Tinian, however you want to pronounce it. But an amazing run. That number one book of Something is Killing the Children is already worth more than $1,000 and a 9.8. And then the trickle down effect for the subsequent books, the value it you may not pull $1,000 for #6, but I guarantee you're not going to pay cover either, especially not at the 9.8. Go ahead, John.
If you can find one,
If you can
well,
find one.
you, and by that I mean like at a reasonable price.
Yeah.
If you're looking back at your bins, you're really not going to see them there anymore. You can go to multiple comic shops, and first thing people, I'm gonna say cherry pick. They cherry pick Something is Killing the Children, just like they're probably cherry picking Morbius right now, and so forth. Okay, let's see, but let's move on. Let's move it along. Here's another copy. Here's another copy, 9.6, same book. Send in multiple copies since
You
I
had them.
since I probably wound up with about 8 of them that were in the collection, send a couple in. I may have sent more, I just don't remember. So 9.6. CBCS obviously found something in this one. I don't see it right now because the difference between a 9.6 and a 9.8 could be negligible. It might not be anything at all that I can spot. I don't see anything that would denote going down to who knows. You're not going to be able to see that difference. I don't see anything at the staples or the spine. I don't know. Anyway, there's nothing I can see. Maybe the corner. Maybe the corner is a little more worn. But anyway, 9.6, good enough. All right, next book. Next book up. This is going to be 1 month until the Clone Saga. This is Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 24. Miss Marvel appearance. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Cover, Taryn Clark. Cover, Taryn Clark. Story, let's see, story. Saladin Ahmed. Saladin Ahmed.
Yeah.
Miles Morales.
Saladin. Yeah, Saladin Ahmed. Yeah, the man, and Taron Clark. Boy, if y'all don't understand, that dude is smashing covers for real. That cover that John is holding is a beauty. And Taron Clark, it did a Black Panther cover for, I believe, in his latest volume of Black Panther. I believe it's number 3, or 1 for 25 variant. That when it came out, it was a brand new. It's a brand new character called Tosin, and I have it in a box somewhere over here. But Taron Clark smashed it, and that book is highly valuable out the box. Uh, it has dropped in value a little bit, but it shot up between $600 to $750 out. I mean, out the box. So you might get lucky and find one for about $300 to $400. Now it may have dropped a little bit, but it ain't dropping any further than that. I promise you that. And God knows if you get it graded, what the cost is. Go ahead.
And that was what book? That was what book again? That was
Black Panther number 3, I believe, in his latest volume. I'll dig it out.
oh yeah. I have that one somewhere as well. Okay. All right. So next up, we got a few more. A few more here.
Yeah.
We're kind of into the late night here, but that's all right. That's all good. Love of comics. This here is Miles Morales, Spider-Man. This is a Comic Mint exclusive. This is an homage to Ultimate Fallout 4 cover, I believe. This is an homage, but this is a Miles Morales Spider-Man Comic Mint exclusive. Now, when you order from Comic Mint, you're gonna wait a little while. You're gonna wait. You'll get your books, but you're gonna wait. They have some beautiful covers. Let's see. This is Raza. Raza. I love art of Raza. And let's see. Once again, Story, Saladin Ahmed, and Cody Ziegler.
Yeah, man.
Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 25, Comic Mint exclusive.
Raza is a tremendous artist. Oh man, love his stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the
And
quality of that artwork.
little disappointed on the grade, but that's all right. I'll take it. 9.6, 9.6.
Yeah.
Okay, but the cover is beautiful. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
No, I mean, look at the characters.
Miles in all his glory.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the homage cover to Ultimate Fallout number 4, the second print, because you see the full face of Miles in that second print of the original Ultimate Fallout. Just like this, you see the full face.
Yeah, this is the homage to the second print. But look at that there. Look at that.
That's what I'm talking about. The monsters of what? Oh man, look at that. Oh man, the multiple eyes.
Okay, next. Now, next we have Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is another Comic Mint exclusive. Yeah, I remember getting this a while ago. This is an homage to Ultimate Fallout. Who doesn't know? This is the homage to the Jujevic variant.
Oh,
Whoever has that, blessed be to you. Whoever has those Jujevic variants. But
man.
this is Miles Morales Spider-Man 26 Comic Mint exclusive. This is the homage to the Jujevic variant.
Yes, Lord.
Mm-hmm. And this cover was done by, once again, if I'm saying it right, Scan or Scan, probably. Probably
I'm not
Scan.
sure either. I'm not sure either,
Yeah.
John, on that one.
But it's a beautiful cover. And I just like, and then if you look at just the detail to the background,
Mm-hmm.
detail in the background faces here, it just doesn't get much better than that. All right, that's the homage to the Jujevic variant. If you don't know, ask somebody.
And
Okay. Yeah,
Judevic
Will, you have
is
a story to tell about that, don't you?
man. It's too heartbreaking. I won't tell it today. I don't want to kill it anymore. But yeah, it's just too damn sad.
All right, yeah, we'll save that for another time then.
Because I can kick myself every time with that one.
Second copy.
Ooh.
I didn't even remember. Sent two in. I didn't remember. So 298s. Oh, now this one. Let me see about this one. This next book coming up, Samurai of Oz #2. Not many of these were available on eBay. I saw it at the time that I looked at this book. There were only two on eBay. And when I was communicating back and forth with the seller, um, I purchased the book, and weeks went by, and I hadn't seen it. I said, "Oh, I'm wondering if I was going to get it." And so, in communicating with the seller, he said he was waiting for the book to come from, I believe it was coming from England, somewhere in England. Okay, so at any rate, this is Samurai of Oz #2. Let's see, Mount Olympus 29. Oh, Mount Olympus Comics, I believe. Dorothy Shura cover. Slab City cosplay. Virgin variant. All right, I got it. All right, so. And as soon as I received the book, it took me some weeks to receive it because the seller was waiting. He didn't even have the book in hand. So I probably paid a little overhead, but that's just something that goes on with comics. He knew where to get it. I didn't know where to get it at the time, so we help each other, so to speak. And so this is came back, 98 Samurai Vows. Oh, it's I think it's and then it turns out it's on the back. Yeah, MountOlympusComics.com. It's on the back. Yeah, so happy to have this one. There's not many out there, I don't think.
No, sir.
Yeah, Dorothy Shura. Yeah. And I'm glad it came back at 98. I mean, just to get it to this point, I mean, this is just something that happens in the comic industry. I waited weeks after ordering it, then look, sent it off last May, just now getting it back. I think it came back in February, to be honest. So you're going all the way from last May up until February of the next year. So just to get it to this point, that's kind of insane, really. But Dorothy Shura cover. Oh, actually, and Bill, that's an homage to who? What's that cover? That's an homage to what movie?
Was it Kill Bill?
Yeah, it's a Kill Bill homage.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a beautiful book. It'll go into the PC. The only one I have. It just took so much to get it to this point. All right, next book. Oh, the next one you've already seen. This is the third one. One of these goes to Will. This is your copy. We've already seen the book, so this is the third one. So I told you there was a lot in the collection that I purchased. So there we go.
98.
Yeah. Reggie, just like Reggie says, or Reggie collects, he says, let the hobby fund itself. That's right, let the hobby fund itself. So this book was purchased for pennies on the dollar, so now it's a 9.8.
There you go.
Yep. All right. Moving along, I purchased this off the rack years ago. Shout out to, I believe it came from Odin's Comics. Odin's has now gone under, but during the pandemic. But hopefully, Odin's Comics will resurface.
Yeah.
Under maybe another name or the same name, or maybe they just travel shows as Odin's Comics. But I purchased this a while ago from Odin's Comics. Let's see, Star Wars Legacy number 22. Dan Scott cover, but story by one of my favorite writers, John Ostrander.
Yeah, I do not have that cover, and I did not collect as many of those. And I started collecting like the first 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5, and then stopped. Kicking myself now.
So yeah, and if you haven't read those that Ostrander Mandrake run on the Spectre back in the day, I believe it was the 90s. Was that the 90s, Bill? Correct me if I'm wrong. That
Yeah, it was probably the late 90s.
Yeah, I have two complete sets of that Ostrander Mandrake run. But yeah, he's one of my favorite writers, Ostrander. But this is Star Wars Legacy number 22.
And if you didn't
As
know,
a 9.6, I'll take it as a 9.6. I
no,
probably paid
you're
$1.
not going to find too many of them.
Yeah, I probably paid $1 for it.
But you're not going to find too many of those books in great shape.
Yeah,
I
no.
picked over those books all the time back in the day, so you're not going to find too many of those. And the other thing people need to know about John Ostrander is he's the one, the writer and creator of Suicide Squad. So if you didn't know, now you know.
All right. Okay, next book. Another copy, same book, 9.8.
There you go. Yeah.
I didn't even remember sending 2 in, but sent 2 in, 198, 196.
Yeah. I'm not sure who that character is in Star Wars. I have to look that one up. But I love that cover. He looks like one of the Sith.
Well, it's down here at the bottom, Darth Crate.
Darth Krayt. There you go.
Yeah, Darth Crate.
I told you, one of the Sith. Darth Krayt not pleased. And Darth Krayt is one of those characters who's beginning to pick up heat in the Star Wars lore and canon. It's one of those characters that are becoming very valuable to pick up. I'm gonna shut up and let you keep rolling, man.
No, you good. No, this is 2SkeGeeks doing our geek thing.
Yes, sir.
Now, as we get to the bottom of the pile, it just gets better. As we get to the bottom of the stack, we're winding down here. I don't know how long we've been on here. I don't see a timer here. Do you have a timer there?
We have 53.
Ooh, 50. Oh Lord, 53 minutes. Okay. All right. Well, it just gets we're gonna wrap up here shortly. Shout out to the comic community. All right. So this is Something is Killing the Children, number 16. Now you saw the regular cover. This is a variant for number 16. This is this speaking of the comic community, this Will and myself, we're subscribers to the Comic Tom. Oh, what is the monthly package?
Yeah.
From Mill, it's Mill Geek exclusive, but we're both subscribers to the monthly package. You got to have your hand in different pots if you're going to get what you want. And I think we have our hand in a lot of pots.
Some people will say too many.
This is at Comic Tom 101 Mill Geek exclusive. This is Something is Killing the Children. Oh, I'm happy with that, Gray. Oh boy, that's nasty there. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That is, oh, what's the artist on that one? Oh,
Oh yeah, the one who Comic Tom is always shouting out, Raphael Grassetti.
yes, Grassetti. Yes,
Yep,
yes, Raphael Grassetti.
the Grassetti variant. Beautiful
Yes.
cover. Excellent job. Okay, and also it says also art. I guess interior art. Once again, the Werther Del Ladera story. Oh yeah, James Tynion uh, on the story. That's a beautiful cover there.
And if man, Ralph Grassetti, another incredible artist.
Well, I like that there. They got the right there at the bottom there.
Yeah, Comic Time right there.
Uh, One day, you know what? This is not a bad time to say. One day down the road, when we get better, I know we've been collecting a long time. What? I guess 40 years or whatever. But one day down the road, maybe we can appear on Comic Tom's channel. I mean, just as two collectors out of Tuskegee, two fraternity brothers who've been collecting a long time, who have a certain amount of knowledge in the comic community. So maybe
It would
sometime
be.
down the road, that I wouldn't mind appearing on his channel. I think he does an excellent job. He's one of the best. The enthusiasm he brings to the comic community is, to me, it just seems to be kind of untouched. He found a niche and he ran with it. So yeah, shout out to him,
Yep.
Russ, Jim Mint, uh, also the Golden Age Guru.
Oh yeah.
So those guys are doing it in a big way. Now this one here, oh man, I uh three something is killing the children covers or books, but they're all different. Now this is this one. This one is killing. This is the Comic Kingdom of Canada variant. I believe I purchased it on eBay. I believe I did go on to eBay to get this one. So this is the Comic Kingdom of Canada variant. Oh, and I'm happy with the grade. But oh yeah, but the cover Sajad Shah and same interior art and story. Let me be quiet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
It speaks for itself.
Yes, sir. That cover is ruthless. I won't call it toothless because it's full of teeth, but it
Yeah.
is ruthless.
Uh, yeah. I mean that is. I mean it speaks for itself. Well,
Yeah, I like that. Love that. No, I won't even say I like. I love that. That is beautiful. Simple, but definitely gorgeous.
yeah, I heard in a movie once, and many of you out there may know the movie. I'm not going to say the movie, but the goal of an artist is to create that body of work which is not easily reproduced. And there you have it. I mean, that looks like that to me. The goal of an artist is to create that body of work that is not easily reproduced.
No, not that one.
Nope. Oh man. And then for the last book or next to last book, there's one more down here. I didn't realize. So this makes, I guess, number four. But I don't know what happened to this one. Do I see it? No, it's not. That's in the plastic. I don't know what happened to this one. Okay, so like we said, now this one came back in an 8.5. Not that I value it any less, but the comic community does. I I value all my books, but this is an 8.5. How about this one be given away at the end of the month? This
Yeah.
one, yeah, like, subscribe, and to the comment that we find that has the most value, I'll say. This will be the book given away. I'll set it to the side. This book will be given away to one lucky subscriber. Yeah, no problem with that.
Yeah. Just
Even
send
though
us just email us, and we'll make it work. Just send us your email and we'll make it work. I like it. I still like it. A5 is still a good solid grade.
Yep, it is. Not sure what occurred, but I mean, from appearances, I'll say to the person that wins it. I mean, the thing shows like a 9.6, but it's an 8.5. It shows like a 9.6. I just can't see what happened other than, is there a slight, I don't see a slight crease. This is in the plastic. I don't see any creases in the book. And this book came in with a bundle of them, so it's not beat up. The appearance of it unread. It looks flat, unread. I
Unless
don't.
it's something inside that you can't
I'll have
see.
to. I'll have to look at it once again. I have to look at the QR code and scan it to see what the grader notes what they found. Because man, I don't see anything. But anyway, one lucky subscriber. End of the month, it will be shipped to you. No strings attached, except for making a comment on the channel. All right, let's see. So that's the last. I'll go into one more book. What do you want to end with, Mr. Will?
What? You got the book, man.
All right. So, we'll just next we'll go into. Let me just step back here. Let's see.
Yeah, you got the
Next
surprise from me.
next next video may not show an unboxing, but we'll just go into some books such as these that are in the collection. This book is now tough to find. I found as many as I could while it was out. I don't know. I may have found 4 of them, but now it's tough. You can't find it. So, but
Oh man.
next we'll just we'll go into, and this is it's a 9.8. This came out in July of 2011. That was the same year as Ultimate Fallout 4. So,
Yeah.
but Jonathan Hickman's story. Hey, this is a Jujevic cover. Who
Yeah.
knew? I didn't know until
I
I
didn't
looked.
know until you said it just now.
Yeah, this is a Jujevic cover. Yeah, Steve Epting, Rick Magyar art, but Jonathan Hickman's story. Man, that costume with the Future Foundation, when
Yes, sir.
Spider-Man joined the Future Foundation. But this is a variant on FF number 4. And I think I found 4 of them, but it's tough to find. I don't doubt you can find them. So
Yeah.
someone may luck upon a stack somewhere. I don't know, but it's a little bit tough right now. But that's a Jujevic cover.
And
Who?
the other thing about it is not just even if it's not so tough to find, it's probably hard to find in that condition.
Yeah, this is a 9.8. So yeah, but this is we were doing CBCS unboxing. Hey, I introduced something I should not have. But this is the other company. This is CGC. We did a CBCS unboxing, but this one happens to be CGC. All right, so that's the last book. Want to thank all the people if you viewed this long and made it to this point to the end. Like, subscribe, support the channel. We got more content to come. We're trying to put out 1 or 2 videos per week. This is my first video. This is his third. So we want to just thank you for watching and viewing, and we will see you the next time. And goodbye, good night from 2SkeGeeks or 2SkeGeeks.
2SkeGeeks, baby. Yeah, and we appreciate you guys so much. And
All right.
and I just I want to send my personal thanks to those who hung out with us this long. And yeah, next time we will not do we'll not do an unboxing. We'll do something about some of the newer acquisitions, raw books that we ordered or whatever that we feel are pretty important to us as we try to figure out what books that will add not just value to monetary value, but more so importantly, the to the hobby itself, what we feel are beautiful books or good stories or whatever the case may be. And one other thing I want to add in that regarding stories, one of the stories one of our good friends from Atlanta, who used to live in Atlanta, I don't think he lives there anymore. I think he lives in Vegas, but about storylines, reviewing stories about books that are out there currently. One of the things I want to review is Philadelphia by Rodney Barnes. J. Scott, J. S. Alexander. Is it J. Scott Alexander, John?
J. Scott Campbell?
No. JSA, for the brother you met who did the artwork and spawned those covers. JS.
Oh yeah, Jason Sean Alexander.
Jason Sean, thank
Yep.
you. Jason Sean Alexander. And please forgive me, Mr. Alexander. And thank you for correcting me, John, because sometimes he just goes by JSA. Jason Sean Alexander, Patrick Reynolds, and Wall B. Wall B is another cover artist. But if you guys don't know, Rodney Barnes is an amazing writer from Annapolis, Maryland. Didn't know that till I was Googling him up today. But he did Philadelphia and Rita Hawes's Nightmare blog about vampires in Baltimore and Philadelphia. So I want to do that. Thanks, shout outs to Quasar for the idea of doing book reviews and storyline reviews, and that's one of the ones I want to do. And maybe if we get lucky enough to get Rodney Barnes on an interview, that would be cool too. So getting ready to sign off. Thank you again. Please subscribe and hit the thumbs up, and we'll talk with you soon. Howdy.
All right. Good night to all. Thanks again.